Let's be clear from the start. Kindness alone is not enough to survive in this world. If you think being a good person is enough to achieve success, you're living in a fantasy. And the worst part is, deep down you know it, even if you won't admit it. How many times have you felt people walk all over you? How often have you done the right thing, only to be ignored or used? You were taught that honesty and nobility are rewarded, but reality is different. The world doesn't reward goodness. It rewards those who know how to play the game, and this is where Machiavelli comes in. He understood something many ignore. Human nature is selfish, fickle, and cruel when necessary. In The Prince, he made it clear. Virtue without cunning is weakness. Goodness without strategy is a trap. So how many times have you fallen into that trap? Think about those you admire. Do you really believe they got where they are through good intentions alone? No. They succeeded because they moved in shadows when needed. They understood morality is not an obstacle. It's a tool. Knowing when to show it and when to hide it is what separates players from pawns. The problem isn't that you're good. It's that you don't know how to protect yourself. You think others play by the same rules. They don't. The world is full of predators disguised as friends, opportunists who spot naivety from a mile away. And you unknowingly have been the perfect target. Machiavelli offers an alternative, intelligent kindness. This doesn't mean being a villain or betraying your principles. It means understanding that kindness must be paired with realism. Learn to read people, predict intentions, and know when to trust, and when to guard yourself. Machiavelli said it's better to be feared than loved if you can't be both. And you? What did you choose? Probably to be loved, accepted, seen as harmless. But what did that give you? Not respect, not power. Because kindness without strength inspires pity, not admiration. Don't get it twisted. I'm not telling you to stop being good. I'm telling you to stop being naive. The world doesn't reward the just. It rewards the shrewd. True virtue is not submission, it's balance. Machiavelli taught that image is everything. It's not just about who you are, but how others perceive you. If you look weak, people treat you as weak. If you project strength, they treat you with respect. How many times have you stayed silent to avoid conflict, only to realize that silence cost you more? It's not about being cruel, it's about being strategic. The key is knowing when to act, when to speak, when to retreat, and when to strike. Kindness is a strength when used wisely. But unchecked, it becomes your enemy. Most good people think the world values a pure heart. It doesn't. It values power, control, and tough decisions. Kindness is only respected when backed by authority. Without power, your kindness is irrelevant. Machiavelli would say, don't be a lamb in a world of wolves. Don't let your morals enslave you. Real virtue is intelligence, shaping your surroundings, not submitting to them. So how much longer will you let the world walk over you? How much longer will you be a victim of your own innocence? I'm not telling you to stop being good. I'm telling you to start being good in a way that protects you. Move in the shadows when needed. Know when to smile and when to show teeth. The world isn't fair, but you can learn to master it. Machiavelli didn't write The Prince to teach evil. He wrote it to teach survival. Now tell me, are you going to keep believing kindness is enough? Or will you start applying intelligence? Here's a concept few understand. The perception of power. It's not enough to be strong. You must appear strong. It's not enough to be smart. You must project it. Reality matters less than how others perceive you. How often have you seen incompetence rise while talent stays stuck? Manipulators win while honest people are ignored. That's no accident. People don't follow the good. They follow the one who appears to lead, the one who projects confidence, even when they don't have all the answers. Too many believe truth alone is enough, but the world rewards those who sell their story well. Machiavelli knew, it's not just who you are, it's what others believe about you. An insecure leader inspires no one. A quiet genius stays unseen. A person who doesn't project value will be overlooked, no matter their worth. Control your narrative. Direct people's attention to what you want them to see. In every interaction, people perceive you through filters, biases, assumptions, emotions. Are you letting those filters work against you or in your favor? If you seem weak, they'll treat you as weak. If you seem unsure, they'll ignore you. That's how it works. The art of perception separates rulers from the ruled. Now comes a darker vital lesson: control of information. Ever wonder why the powerful always seem to know more? Because they understand that information is power. Naive people think honesty means sharing everything, but in truth, sharing too much makes you vulnerable. Machiavelli said a prince must hide his intentions, not to lie, but to protect himself. In a world chasing advantage, revealing too much is dangerous. Learn to say only what's necessary. Say less. Be mysterious. If they can read every move, you have no leverage. Great leaders in any field hold cards close. They don't expose everything. They let people guess. People confuse transparency with virtue, but it's not about deception. It's about control. Think, how many times have you spoken too much and regretted it? Trusted the wrong person? Explained yourself when no one asked? That's not strength, that's giving power away. Power is in knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Here's the secret. The person who talks least commands the most respect. Why? Because silence creates uncertainty. Uncertainty creates curiosity, and curiosity gives you power. If you overshare, people lose interest. If you over-explain, you seem unsure. But if you choose your words carefully, people listen. Now let's talk unpredictability. Predictable people are easy to manipulate. If your actions and emotions are always the same, you're easy to control. Unpredictability makes you dangerous, and when you're dangerous, people respect you. Machiavelli understood. The leader who's hard to read is the one who keeps power. Do you want to stay an open book, easy to manipulate? Or do you want to be a strategist, someone in control of image, information, and unpredictability? Because kindness without strategy is just bait. The world won't change its rules for you. Learn to play with the rules that actually exist. And if you do, you'll stop being a victim and start being a player. Now let's talk about strategic distance. People think being present all the time builds power. But too much availability makes you lose value. Scarcity creates desire. Absence creates impact. Why are some people respected just by entering a room, while others never gain respect, no matter how hard they try? It's perception. Machiavelli said a prince should avoid being too accessible, not because they should avoid people, but because familiarity kills respect. If you're always available, always giving, you become taken for granted. How many times have you given everything, only to be unappreciated? It's not a coincidence. It's human nature. What's abundant is ignored. What's rare is valued. Control your presence. Don't always respond immediately. Let your absence be noticed. Let your presence matter. If you fear disappearing, you were never truly valuable. People who make an impact don't need to be everywhere. They appear when it matters most. And when they do, people notice. Now we arrive at emotional control, perhaps the most powerful tool of all. True power lies in mastering your emotions. The one who loses their temper, who reacts impulsively, is not in control. Think, when was the last time someone made you angry? The moment you lost your cool, they had the power, not you. He who provokes you controls you. The one who stays calm while everyone else reacts, that's the one with real power. Machiavelli said a wise man must act with calculation. It's not about not feeling, it's about not being ruled by feelings. Apply this, and you become impenetrable. If they can't shake you, they can't control you. Now the final key, strategic patience. Most want success now, but power belongs not to the impulsive, but to those who wait for the right moment. The best don't rush. They observe. They wait. Like hunters, they strike when the moment is perfect. Machiavelli said fortune favors those who adapt. Power belongs to those who time their moves with precision. Now ask yourself, are you reacting without thinking, or waiting for your moment to strike? Because in the end, power goes not to the fastest, but the smartest. Those who control perception, information, distance, emotions, and timing, they win. The world is ruthless, but now you know how to play. Here's what separates those who thrive from those who fall behind. Becoming an anomaly. Don't conform. Don't just follow the script. Rewrite it. Those who change the game are the ones who play it differently. If you act like everyone else, you'll get the same result: mediocrity. True impact comes from mystery, unpredictability, and strategy. You were never weak, only unprepared. People didn't ignore you because you lacked value, but because you didn't know how to project it. Now you do, and that's dangerous, because once you apply this, there's no going back. You'll see the world differently, and the world will see you differently. People will notice. Those who ignored you will start paying attention. Those who underestimated you will think twice, because you've changed the game, and now the choice is yours. Will you take this knowledge and act, or will you go back, choosing to be invisible again? Start small. Add mystery to your words. Control your impulses. Withdraw when needed. Observe. Respond with calm. Little steps that shift how people see you. Little steps that over time transform you. Because the world doesn't remember those who simply existed. It remembers those who knew how to play the game. So now, tell me, are you ready to play it? If you've made it this far, I want to know who truly understood the message. Leave the phrase "power is in the silence" in the comments, and let's see how many of you really grasp what it means to move with strategy. If this video made you question something, if it made you see things from a different angle, like and subscribe, because this is just the beginning. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, don't be just another player in the system. Be the one who writes the rules.